What's up, guys? Happy Halloween. Let's see. Let's wait for everybody to get in the chat and see who's all here.
Yeah, it's been a while. It took us a while, but finally got it up.
Yep.
Finally got it up. We've been suffering major technical difficulties all day long. It's like technology has turned against us today.
Yeah, as you can see, our whole plan at first was to have our Halloween special upload before we did a live stream, but we had some problems with that. So right now it's in the process of getting up to YouTube. We're supposed to go live on YouTube as well, but unfortunately, again with bad luck, we can't. Does it say how many people are watching right now? Let's wait a minute. Here, go on the SBSR page. Like, click out of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
It should show that we're live on the page. No, keep scrolling.
I wouldn't know even where to look.
Look, keep scrolling.
To be honest,
go on the timeline.
That's where I'm at. I'm on the timeline. Besides, your internet connection is so poor today that
yeah.
Like I said,
wait, refresh the page.
Yeah.
That might be it.
I refreshed the page and it's like now that I've refreshed it, it's gonna do it again.
Here we go. Look, it shows we're live.
Yeah, it shows that we're live, but because the internet does not like my computer, it's not gonna pop up. Is this supposed to say on here how many people are watching? Yeah.
So pretty much,
we're pretty much just waiting.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
The computer is really. Wait, let me go on to my other browser.
Yeah. We have no idea what's going on with you guys right now, but this is going to be a
long Halloween night. A boring
Halloween
night.
Yeah, this is going to be
like we are.
It's going to be pretty short. It's going to be pretty short if we don't get anybody to talk to us.
So this is lagging here. You can see it's up.
Yeah, this is going to be
like we are.
It's going to be pretty short.
So as you see, we have it uploaded. Now we're just waiting on whoever wants to join in. We'll be here for like the next 15, 30 minutes. See, it'll say. I guess.
Yeah, because at least one of us has work early in the morning.
Yeah, I work nights, so.
Yeah, he works nights. I work days. So there's a work schedule involved in there.
It's Halloween. Let me go get some more candy.
Oh yeah, I got my pizza.
I should put this down. Sorry.
All right.
Matter of fact, come to think of it, if we don't have anybody watch our live stream, what the fuck's the point of we don't even need the episode right now. Like, it'll upload when it uploads.
Yeah.
She'll put this
Yeah, but that's the thing that keeps us going, man. Faith that someone will show up.
We're just here to answer questions that fans or whoever may have for Halloween. How many people are watching? None?
I don't know how to work a MacBook.
Oh, it's live. There's nobody watching. I guess our fan base isn't big enough. We could have figured this would happen. Oh well, fuck it.
Yeah, people probably saw it. They went.
Wait a second. Let me share this. Marie Lavourouva, she'll put a spell on you. Marie Lavourouva. She's a witch queen in New Orleans. I guess, because either way it goes, this is going to be a video on.
Yeah, because I got a text from one of my friends from Alexandria, and they said that technology was pretty bad up there today too. So I don't know if this is if this is just a local thing or if it's happening all over the place or whatever. But it's just technology has been misbehaving really bad today.
Do me a favor, share the live stream on our Facebook page.
If this thing will actually cooperate.
Yeah.
Like, if this stupid thing will cooperate.
Ooh. Spelled there wrong, by the way. Only person watching? I don't know. 6 minutes in and we'll have a beer up.
I wasn't trying to spell there, I was trying to spell the, just hit an extra key.
Spelled there wrong, by the way. It's not much of a lag. Only person watching? I don't know. 6 minutes in and we'll have a beer up. It's a good little lag.
I wasn't trying to spell there, I was trying to spell the, just hit an extra key.
Celebrating Halloween the right way. White chocolate like a ghost. Hey, man, hey. These things last. I love them. I really like Hershey's cookies and cream. These things are like my favorite candies. I guess whoever's going to watch this later, because right now nobody's really watching. It's because we're small. Sooner or later we're going to develop a bigger fan base. Because there are people out there spiritually. People like me and him that are, that are obsessed with Halloween. Oh, I'm obsessed with Halloween.
Turn it a little more. You can't really see me.
Yeah.
There we go.
So, pretty much, I guess since we're in this, we might as well just talk about the paranormal. Yeah. Until somebody wants to join.
Yeah, but we'll be here for like the next 15 minutes or so. And so, let's talk about the first, how we got into the paranormal. I know you told me you got into it at a fairly young age, like you were part of a seance.
Well, it didn't really strike me as a type that would join the paranormal community as into to go actually and investigate. I did have an experience. I don't know if it was real or not. Like I said, I was a kid, but I could be friends with conducting a seance. And I told the spirit to open my hand. When you hold the hands, you're like this.
How tight were you holding?
It was good. It was about normal size grip. All of a sudden, I feel my fingers do this. Now I'm thinking it's my friend grabbing my hand and it's closing like that, but he wasn't gripping my hand at all. So I guess my first experience with the other side. But if you've seen episode 1, you clearly know we've been watching these shows since we were young. I've been watching Ghost Hunters since I was like 10.
Yeah, I didn't start watching paranormal. Well, the only paranormal show that I really watched before I discovered Ghost Adventures my freshman year of high school was a haunting that used to come on Discovery Channel all the time. That was really the only one I would watch, the dramatizations of real life stories of hauntings. I don't remember my dad would get so pissed whenever he catch me watching those. He was like, "Boy, why are you watching something like that and watch something constructive like a normal human being?" And I was like, "Well, I like this." He goes, "That's irrelevant." But whatever. But yeah, it's like when I discovered Ghost Adventures, I watched it for like 3 years, and then I met this joker.
It's funny because when we met, actually, we didn't meet. Oh, that's a video. For some reason, a Facebook video just popped up out of nowhere. Check Facebook. But me and Colin, we didn't meet like paranormal.
Yeah. We actually met for music.
Well, yeah, actually, yeah, that is how we met. We met in high school, and we became like good friends ever since. But in 2010, that's when we really we were watching Ghost Adventures and Ghost Hunters and all these different paranormal shows. It was like, dude, you know what? Well, no, it was around Halloween time, 2010, I think. And then
No. It was it was 2011. It was around Halloween time 2011, I think, because I was driving then. Because in 2010,
you didn't drive?
I wasn't. Well, in 2010, Halloween 2010, I wasn't driving. I didn't start driving until December of 2010.
But
well, I didn't start driving by myself.
If you guys have any questions, whoever is watching, feel free to ask. We're pretty knowledgeable in this field of paranormal activity. There's differences between residual hauntings and intelligent hauntings.
How many classes of hauntings did you say that there were?
There's like 3, actually.
Three?
Off the top of my head, there's 3. There's intelligent, residual,
and the last
demonic.
The last one, demonic, is not even classified as a haunting per se. It's actually classified as an infestation.
So, anyway, we were watching the shows as a kid. We watched the shows together. And it was like, you know what? We live by the Morris Plantation, just right down the road from us. We're from St. Francis, Louisiana. So we said, let's just go explore. Let's go explore one night.
Yeah.
We got some flashlights together. It was kind of cool. I got my little iPod that had a video camera on it.
Yeah, no night vision. It's like none of the heavy duty equipment that you see us use today.
All the equipment you see us using on episodes, that's the same kind of equipment that they use on Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures.
We had to save up a lot for that stuff.
Yeah, the only thing that and we picked up a little bit of gear at a time. The only thing we don't really have that they use is the CCT cameras. That's the screen when you see 4 cameras. We're actually in the process of investing to pick up some of those because that's going to be perfect for our base camp. We have the team right now, including me and Caldwell. We have another good friend of mine just joined. We have Graham, if you guys are familiar with him, from our previous episodes. He just became out of training.
He just became a certified paranormal investigator.
As you'll see, our Halloween episode, which whenever it's going to come up there, we had it loading off the hard drive, and the hard drive actually got disconnected, so it delayed it back.
It delayed it all the way back to 0, so it's going to take a little bit more. We're actually trying to go live on our YouTube channel as well, but it's
the technical difficulty with that.
It's not working.
So that's that. With that, we do have a lot of equipment we have in mind and we want to get. We really want to actually buy an actual SPB7 spirit box.
Yeah.
We've been using iPhone apps, and the way these work, people think they're just recorded, on the apps already. It works the same way if you watch YouTube, on your phone without an internet connection. You have data. I use data. I have unlimited data on my phone, so that's pretty much what I use when I.
We got someone who joined, Tyler Wiley.
Oh,
thanks for joining us.
But so these apps, it's like a satellite radio. Okay, it takes the radio frequency and it scans it over and over again. That's what the app does. So it's just like listening to the radio, in your car or something. So the way these works is that they scan a channel frequency fast and really fast, and spirits are known to manipulate those sound waves and create. Oh, Tyler, what's happening, man? I haven't seen you in a few years, bro. I hope you're doing all right.
You got a question? Just ask.
But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, the spirit box. So
yeah,
spirits are known to manipulate these radio frequencies and make speech out of them. As you'll see in our upcoming episode at our Halloween special, we have a little bit of that in there. We actually have another vlog we're going to post that uses a spirit box.
Yeah, you got a funny story about that, don't you?
We'll let them see it when it comes up. But pretty much the spirits don't. They
don't like him.
They're not too fond of him for some reason.
They don't like him.
I guess because they know I'm trying to go out there and understand.
Me on the other hand, they leave me alone. But it's like, well, it's like I heard a rumor that they were saying that they said my name at least 3 times on the Halloween episode that's uploading right now. It's like they said, "Oh, hey, Justin Alexander, what's up, man?" But it says my name at least 3 times. I know this because you were actually up there with Graham and our two guests who allowed us inside the mansion. You were up there with them, and then you screamed down at me because I was downstairs, and you screamed down, "Dude, it said your name 3 times." I'm like, "What?" Why am I so popular?
But it always puts chills down your spine when a spirit says your name.
Yeah, but not only that, it's like when you actually same thing to you, brother. Same thing to you, Justin. Same thing to you, brother. But whenever it gives you an intelligent response over, is like I said, we use an app for our spirit box. What's it called again?
Spiritus.
Yeah, the Spiritus. But when using the Spiritus, we actually on our vlog, we caught intelligent responses to questions, and that was what solidified for me. Is like, okay, this isn't BS. This is real stuff. That's going on. This is real stuff. Because we would ask the question. It's like you'll see on our vlog, but we asked the question several times, and several times we got an answer. We didn't get an answer every single time, but we would ask the question, "What plantation are we at?" And you hear myrtles. You can hear clear as day myrtles. And what was real compelling is like, well, we'll let you see, but it has to deal with a number. Just be on the lookout.
Come to think of it, I don't want to spoil. Let's not spoil our upcoming episode for these guys or whoever's watching. But what would you say is probably our most compelling evidence that we've captured so far in our investigations?
That's actually hard to say.
And the funny thing is, we may have 3 episodes and a Halloween episode just airing. We have a lot more investigations under our belt than just those. Those are actually the only investigations we filmed.
Yeah, because we've been doing this for a better part of 7 years. Like
7 years.
It's like if you look, it might have been 2010 when we first started getting into it. I think it might have been 2010. But yeah, it's like the better part of 7 years. You know, it was Halloween 2010.
I told you.
It was. Now I remember it was Halloween of 2010. It was Halloween of 2010, and we've been doing this for 7 years now, and we've. In fact, that's how the Myrtles came to be known as our stomping grounds, because we would always go out there and like, let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. And whenever something did work and it worked a little too well, we had to come to the decision, okay, did we use that again, or is it something we don't ever do again, because did we do something to provoke a negative response? Because I actually do have a story about that. It was like the second or third time that we went out to the Myrtles, and we were with Matt Garraway, were we not? Or were we with Corey?
First time I think we were with Matt. He was the first person we went out there with.
Yeah, but
then Corey was second. We went out there with Corey the second time.
Yeah, but it wasn't the first time. But I know that it was
the first time with a guest.
Yeah, it was the second or third time. We were in this place which we call the dark area, because it was. Oh yeah, you know that place.
It's pretty scary back there. We have it on the first episode of footage of it. But.
Yeah, it's like you see footage of it, but we don't actually say that it's the dark area. But you see footage of it, and the reason why we call it the dark area is because it feels very heavy, and very negative every time you walk back there at night. And very early, in fact, we touch on this a little bit, but you don't get the full story in our first episode, which is the Outdoor Myrtles investigation. We touch on this, but you don't get the full story. We heard the sound of a chain rattling, and we happened to look up in the tree, and there was a rusted chain. It was a rusted chain, but it sounded like an actual loose chain, like a modern day loose chain. That's what it sounded like. And shortly after, I started doing a little provocation, started using a little provocation. And then, all of a sudden, from the very bottom of my neck down to the small of my back, from the middle, I felt a very quick but icy cold electric shock just go. And I just went, ah! And he looked over, he lifts up my shirt, and there's a singular scratch going all the way down. And he's like, what the, dude?
You know what that reminds me of, too? I guess it's not a spoiler, because we just uploaded the episode this morning, actually. Episode 3. In episode 3, we're at Fontaine Blue State Park, the abandoned Sugar Mill.
Yeah.
Behind that hallway, or in the back of the hallway, behind the gift shop where we're doing the EVP session, on those steps, you said you felt a gust or something go through you.
Yeah, it went. Woof. Oh, what's that? Oh, Kelsey. Kelsey,
this is actually the person that just texted me right now is actually our newest investigator.
Yeah. He's
been a really good friend of mine for about since August, maybe. But let me text Kelsey real quick. See what he's up to.
That's not pertaining to the paranormal, not important.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got scratched, and that was when we decided right then and there to end the investigation. We set a prayer of protection, and we ended. Because we didn't think about saying prayers of protection until we met up. Because this is actually the first time we went out there. We went to the Myrtles, and we met up with our first paranormal team, Naps. Yeah,
those guys are fucking. Those
guys are fun. The Natchez area Paranormal Society, and they told us that they start and end every single investigation of theirs with a prayer of protection, and that's where we got the idea. Is like, you know what? Why don't we do that?
Well, the thing behind that is when we first start off, we're looking for ghosts. Me and him, when we first got into the field of paranormal, we didn't realize the significant behind what's going on. And I'm not saying we're religious or anything. We do have our own religions, and that's why we try not to bring it up much in our videos.
I'm highly religious. That.
Well, he's highly religious, but I'm saying for the fans and stuff out there, we try to we put a disclaimer in the front of our videos, as you can see. Viewer discretion is advised, because we do bring up topics like religion, and some people might not agree with that, or the beliefs on the paranormal that we have. Some people might not agree with that, so we put it in the beginning before you even watch our episode. Look, this is what the episode is going to have, the content of it. If you don't like it, you can leave. We warned you. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah, you've been warned. And by the way, I see Tyler Wiley put up a ghost. A ghost in the comment. What was that for? Was that for the scratch?
I don't know, but that's like I guess it's a shout out. But
I guess it's a shout out. It's like, yo, dude, my boy got attacked by a ghost and he survived, or whatever.
Look, if any of y'all ever want to come out there and investigate with us, most of y'all are friends with me on Facebook who would like the page. Let me know. Shoot me a message sometime, and I'll
Austin Goodfellow just showed me. What's up, brother?
Yeah. Well, like I said, any of y'all want to get out there in the field with us? The main reason we do this actually is, besides the passion, we watch these shows and we want to get out there and do it ourselves. And we've shown people it is possible to get the equipment, go out there and look for ghosts, because this shit does exist. You know what I'm saying? We do it for the people who are too scared to go out there, the people who just don't have the equipment to go out there and do it. And we enjoy doing it. I love traveling. I love history. Travel and history right there. The two main things that make up paranormal investigations. You have to travel to a location. You need to learn the history behind it. So,
yeah, it's like when we did that investigation over there at
Julius Frehan?
Yeah, Julius Frehan. It's like you take a look at the benches that are over there, and it's like 1951, 52, 53, all the way up to 58. It's like there's a lot of history that happened on these grounds.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that happened. But what gets me is that fire that burned down the school in the first place, that's still unsolved.
Yeah, they don't know the reason. Like I said, a lot of people that like the page are in the chat right now.
Let's see. Tyler says that he wants to go with us. Hey, hit us up, man. Hit us up whenever we're free. And tell you what, give it this guy, because he handles all the logistics. He'll hook you up.
But as well, like I was saying, a lot of people in the chat from Westville, so y'all familiar with the area that we're talking about. But some people don't know about the high school we're talking about. The old high school is downtown. It's by the courthouse. Y'all know what a courthouse is in downtown St. Francis.
It's actually about like a half a mile from here.
Yeah, somewhere around there. But that's a Julius Frehan High School. You guys get the chance. Whoever's still watching, please, if you haven't so far, check out some of our material we have on YouTube. You can find our YouTube page from our Facebook page. There is a link, and you can check out our videos. Like I said, we're having a Halloween episode drop tonight. We were supposed to have it up earlier, but we had some technical difficulties behind that.
Yeah, technology has been misbehaving all day today.
Episode 3 was uploaded today. It was actually supposed to be uploaded tomorrow. Yesterday. But we had a lot of technical difficulties. It took that a while.
Yeah. It's like we are uploading our Halloween special right now here at this location. But yesterday, the episode was supposed to be up by around 8 or 9 yesterday night. But we were uploading it from a different location, and the Wi-Fi was super slow, so it took like 5-6 hours for it to actually load up. It's like, actually, I think it was closer to 9 because
I had to keep stopping it and starting it, and then I just said, fuck it, I'm just gonna set it and forget it. And it took like 3 hours at that point to upload. But
Yeah.
Our Halloween episode would have been up right now, but like I said, with the hard drive we were using, because all the footage we do and all the data we use is a lot of, gigabytes. It's almost, a full terabyte. So the hard drive, I have to run that externally through my laptop in order to edit the videos. Well, in the process of uploading, Caldwell accidentally knocked it out while setting his laptop up for the live stream. And that set us back a little bit. Like I said, our goal is to really have this up Halloween night.
It's all my fault.
But our goal is to really have this up Halloween night. God, this was like everything. Halloween's my favorite holiday. I love it. I love being scared and
with me. It's
ghosts.
a tie between Halloween and Christmas. I mean, they're both awesome. So what can you do? Win Revere just joined. What's up?
Got a lot of old faces I haven't seen in a while, man. I hope all y'all are doing all right, man. It's been a good little minute. So, but man, I guess y'all have any questions? We'd like to answer any questions about ghosts or equipment we use or anything.
The whole reason for this live chat is for you guys. Because if you got any questions about the paranormal, about the gear we use, like you want to hear any stories about growing up in the paranormal, just ask us. Because I actually live on a haunted grounds. I've lived the past 20 years on a haunted grounds, and they haven't really bothered me much. Can't say the same for this guy.
And it's funny too. Because we got some of y'all from Angola, and back in the day when I used to hang out at Angola with some friends of mine, we used to go to the old Red Hat, and they locked it down now. But Red Hat supposedly is haunted. We never got to investigate it or check
Shelby
it out like
Martin.
that.
What's up, Shelby?
But apparently Red Hat was haunted. Like I said, they re-innovated it and now it's locked down. But I mean, I don't know. We're running out of things to say. What should we talk about? You know what? Let's we never did answer the question. What was our scariest piece of evidence that we have caught?
Yeah, scariest piece of evidence. Oh wow. Well,
I already know. What I'm gonna say.
Well, the stuff that we've caught on film, that we've caught on camera, that we actually filmed. I'm gonna let you say it because I need a moment to think about that.
I'm not gonna say any personal experiences because personal experience is only credible for the person who viewed them. Okay, if he says, "Look, man, something touched me on the back," I'm gonna take it into consideration. Yeah, he's probably telling the truth. But at the same time, it's not documented. We cannot say for sure. Paranormal investigation, it's how do I say this? It's a pseudoscience. We use scientific method to go out there and investigate, but it's not categorized by the scientific community as, an actual process of scientific investigation. A lot of the stuff we do is more, how do I say? It's more theory, and it speaks for itself. We have caught in evidence. Have you guys seen? We posted on Facebook not too long ago. Episode 3 was from that live post we did, was about the EVP we caught. Go on our YouTube page or go to the end of the episode on episode 3, and I would say that's our most compelling piece of evidence we caught. We caught a spirit saying "Amen" with us, not once but twice, not at the same location, 2 different locations.
I will say though that about that the first one at the location it was saying with us, but it was a much deeper voice than at Julius Frehan. It was a much deeper voice saying with us than at Fontainebleau. It's like Mount Fontainebleau was like amen but at Julius Frehan was like it was like it was a much lower pitch.
And the thing with that is too, we didn't realize at the time until we went back and reviewed the footage, because before we put it into an episode, we always review the footage and make sure we didn't capture any evidence that we missed or anything that we're going to put into the episode. So we make sure everything goes into the episode. Reviewed it back, we realized, because Graham and Caldwell saw a Shadow Man. Check out episode 2, you'll know what I'm talking about if you haven't already. But, we caught a Shadow Man. And
our cameras possibly caught it. We still don't know for sure, but we think we caught that Shadow Man.
Like I said, we can't say anything is definitive, but if you see in the videos, we catch a reflection. Now, IR light works differently than visual light. As you see, the lighting in this room is we can see it. It's visual light. Infrared light, some of y'all, especially who are in the military, y'all know how infrared works with the nods, going in Nick at night infiltration course, But the way it works is infrared light is only picked up by infrared cameras. And it reflects just like normal light. You see, pick your hand up again. You see how bright it is right there? It's reflecting. You don't realize it, but the light is reflecting back. It's not as bright, but it's still reflecting. Infrared light does the same thing. So when you shine it off into a distance,
Actually,
infrared light will reflect back on a
where's
human
that
being.
case? Where's that case at?
With SPSR case.
Oh, I'll be right back.
But that's pretty much how it works. All right, Elizabeth Bell. So Freddy Krueger. All right. What's your question about Freddy Krueger?
Wait. Oh, hey Lizzie.
That's a girl.
Yeah.
All right. Good to meet you. Like I'm over here. You're over there. Oh man.
Let's see,
my people join. It's my family.
Your family.
Yeah, that's my aunt.
It's like, that's your people.
All right.
All right, but yeah. So just to demonstrate further, IR. This is an IR lamp. I'm not sure if you can see, but turn it on. So you can see that. You see that light that turned on? We cannot see that with our eyes. I just turned it on right now. I can't see anything, but you can clearly see that. See, that camera can pick it up because it's reflecting off of that camera lens. I turned it off. You can't see it anymore.
Yeah, look, you ever notice in the paranormal shows and even in our episodes how there's at night there's a green tint? The green tint, certain cameras pick up IR in green. You know, that's just their color format. That's how the manufacturer of the camera made it. In our mini DVC, we call it the mini, it picks up infrared and black and white. It uses black and infrared lenses. You know, our Sony 4K, we call it for a reason. It's a 4K camera. It shoots in 4K resolution. Yeah, that's the one with the green tint. That's what the kind of cameras they use in Ghost Hunters and Ghost Adventures.
That's the one we use the most. However, we have Happy Halloween. We have.
Tell the family I said what's happening. I'm gonna come down to California and visit y'all when I get the chance. It's been like 15 years since I've seen y'all. I love y'all. I got much love for y'all.
But yeah, it's like the 4K camera. We use that the most, but the mini, I personally think that we've caught some of our best evidence with the mini. Now, Lizzie, to answer your question about Freddy Krueger,
this is an inside question?
No, she's asking us both.
But I didn't get it though. She said so Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, but
I didn't get it.
But I do recall reading an article that that Wes Craven based his story on Freddy Krueger on a real event. It was this boy in Russia. I could very well be wrong. It's been years since I've read the article, but there was this boy in Russia that kept complaining to his parents about some horribly disfigured man with claws coming to get him, and it wasn't razor fingers like Freddy Krueger, like it wasn't like that, but it was a disfigured man with claws coming to chase him. And it went on time and time again, but eventually it got to the point where the boy wouldn't wake up. He wouldn't wake up, and all of a sudden these weird scratches started appearing on his body. And it was like, Jonathan Davis.
Damn, was someone?
But these weird scratches started appearing on his body, and they brought him to the hospital, and that was where he later died. And they found several trauma marks inside of his body and inside of his head. Nothing on the inside, nothing on the outside.
Josman.
But on the inside, they found marks on his brain, on his organs, on his interior that looked like claw marks. And that is what they say killed him, was severe internal trauma. That is the basis of Freddy Krueger, and that is the only documented case. So as for that being as of now, we can only say that is an isolated incident. But then again, we still don't know. Is Freddy Krueger possible? We don't know.
So yeah, unfortunately, we weren't able to get on YouTube. Let me actually check the status. I know some of you have work in the morning, especially this guy. Let me see how far.
And I'm working a double, so you know.
This Halloween episode is probably honestly not going to be up until around 11:30.
It's like it says it's got like 36 minutes left to go. So
that's not even accurate because
it's not even that accurate.
Well, look how slow it's moving. 36 minutes was up by now, but it uploaded 1.43 gigs and it has 3.50 gigs to go. Well,
not to go. It is done 1.43 out of 3.5.
So we really want y'all to see this Halloween episode on Halloween.
Yeah, we really wanted to do so if it wasn't for all these technical difficulties and technology being stupid, and the internet being childish. If it wasn't for all that, everything would have worked out perfectly.
Yeah, we put a lot of work into it, especially the episode. Sometimes episodes take forever, and it's really I do all the editing for the team. Everything you see on our own episodes, how professional or whatever they may look, a lot of I appreciate that. I've been told the work looks professional. That's all me. I take the time, and I don't have a production crew like they do on TV. A lot of the guys, like Ghost Adventures crew and Ghost Hunters, they go out there and conduct a paranormal investigation while they have a crew that's filming them do it, and then they bring it to the television production company.
Well,
and they have their own crew to do that.
They have a crew that helps them film. Like when they started out, it was just the three of them. They got to the point where they if I remember right, correct me if I'm wrong, but they have a camera crew with them to do the to get the history about it, to get the history of the location. But the actual lockdown, they do it all themselves. And then they give it to the production crew and says, "Here, produce this."
And that's a good point. What he said, pretty much, since I am the founder of this organization, Caldwell didn't help me find it. Like I said, me and him have been investigating for years. So either way it goes, whether he came to my house one day and we decided we're going to start this, that's actually not how it worked. I actually decided we're going to start this. He's been with me from the beginning, so that's why, he's, no matter what, he's going to be the co-founder in my book. Even though I officially started everything, set everything up by myself, me and him got into this field together. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's my second in command. That's why I see it. Me and him, we're pretty much the same knowledgeable when it comes to the paranormal. He has almost just as much knowledge as I do, as I almost have about him. We're both up here with levels of this field and knowledge.
At some point, I don't know if we can actually, I don't know if we were joking around or if we were being serious about it, but we used to call ourselves low-level demonologists because we were actually starting.
My low level, by the way, he means amateur.
Amateur demonologists, because we were thinking about taking on some demonic hauntings before we thought better of it. So
matter of fact, some of y'all watching this, I know there's not a whole lot of people watching this. We appreciate the ones that do. If any of y'all actually have interest in this field, I'm gonna go show you some of the stuff we use to research, some books and stuff we have to research. Let me go get those real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, and while he's did you just fart?
No, that was a chair.
Oh. But yeah, shut up. But yeah, it's like smells like you farted. But anyway, while he's getting those books, let's just go over something else that we do. A proper procedure. What we do is that we set up a base camp, and pretty much after we set up a base camp, we look at a map. It's like in the first episode, you see me going over a map and say, "Yeah, come and check a look." I coined that phrase. Come and check a look. We look at the map. We decide what we're going to do there, and here. We decide what we're going to do, and then we follow that route out. And depending on how the night goes, we're just going to go from there.
So, as for the type of stuff, because there's people out there who actually have questions to answers the world can't answer today. This is what we got in this field. Where we get majority of our material in our books from, you could do the same exact thing. We absolutely love Barnes & Noble. We're obsessed with it. Anytime we get the chance to go to Barnes & Noble, we always take the chance. Anyway, some of the books we use for research and studying.
This book is actually the first one we got.
No, I think this one. I got this one before this. Anyway, I'm going to explain it to them. If you guys want to get into the field of paranormal investigating, I got this book from Books A Million. I didn't see it.
You got it from the enemy.
But this is Ghost Hunter for beginners. It tells you everything you need from equipment, how to conduct investigations, how to do evidence reviews, how to set up a team, how to find people that have the same interests in starting this and to have a team. Also, very interesting.
The point about that book is that it actually advises against investigating in graveyards and cemeteries. But it says if you're absolutely adamant about it, here's what you do so that you don't screw yourself. But again, the book actually tells you, don't do this. So what's the next book?
Actually, as well, I don't want to have any misconceptions, about what we do. Not only do we investigate ghosts, I mean, that's a big part of our team. And the reason we put so many episodes about that so far is the fact that it's so easy to find a haunted location and investigate it and to see if it's haunted or not.
We're in South Louisiana. Of course, it's gonna be easy to find haunted locations. But the other half of this is so much harder.
But we also study cryptozoology, which is I'm a big fan of. If you ever seen the television show from 2007, Destination Truth, that really sparked my interest in getting out there. We also, urban legends, myths such as the Bermuda Triangle. We like to investigate that. If you don't know what cryptozoology is, by the way, cryptozoology is the study of hidden animals. Okay.
Species that have not really been species that have not been fully discovered, that have not really been accepted as actual animals in nature. Like once upon a time, Jessica Strickland, what's up? But once upon a time, gorillas were known as.
I was going to get to that.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me say. Like you saying, and like I was saying before, you cut me off. Cryptozoology is a study of hidden animals. Okay, it's not about myths. Not myths. It's not about mythical creatures like dragons and stuff like that. Although if you go somewhere and they say they've seen a dinosaur or a dragon, who says they're not? Papua New Guinea is one of the most unexplored pieces of land in the world today. 85%, I believe, if my number is not correct, it's a little bit higher or a little bit, tiny bit lower, has been unexplored. They have people over there who have never been educated by the Western, Western education system. The stuff we learn in school in the West, such as geography, history, and the dinosaurs, they never had that type of education. And for these people to say they're seeing a flying creature, and when asked what it looks like, they're describing a pterodactyl. You know what I'm saying? They're describing a pterodactyl. So another book we use is this book right here, based on cryptozoology. The Monster Book. Creatures, Beasts, and Fiends of Nature. This has everything
Fiend,
from...
of course, has got the vampire on the front.
Yeah, this has everything from Chupacabra, Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, that kind of stuff. Exactly. So that's one thing.
Yeah, and there's that. An interesting thing about the Mothman, though, is like the Mothman really captivates me because it wasn't just from West Virginia in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, where the Mothman has been captured, but he's been captured all throughout history in different locations. In fact, there was a Mothman-like creature that was spotted the day before the Chernobyl disaster in Pripyat.
Pripyat. The way.
And it's kind of, okay, is he a harbinger of doom? Is he causing these disasters, or is he trying to warn us about it? Because not long after the Mothman appeared in West Virginia, that giant bridge collapsed.
It's funny you brought up Chernobyl and the town of Pripyat. Chernobyl, actually, supposedly there are ghosts in Chernobyl. The buildings are supposedly haunted. Josh Gates from Expedition Unknown, like I was saying earlier, he had a show called Destination Truth from 2007. That's really how I got into exploring these crazy places. He went and investigated Pripyat, and he needed a whole radiation suit, a Geiger counter to make sure the radiation levels didn't spike too high. He caught some good evidence. I'm not going to spoil the episode for you guys. If you ever somehow come across it, it might be on YouTube or something. But yeah, also we use mythic creatures because every creature out there has a history behind it. Dragons are reptiles. Loch Ness Monster is supposedly a plesiosaur. So
it's supposedly a plesiosaur that may have survived the extinction. But my whole thing about that is that if there's one, there has to be at least another, because there's no way one monster has lived for millions and millions of years.
Exactly.
If there's one, there's got to be at least one more.
And the last book we use, and we try not to pull it out a whole lot because I'm not going to say it's sacred, but it's something we try to stay away from a lot, is this Dictionary of Demons. Now, this book here has every single name of every single demon or fallen angel that God created and has fell from the grace of God. Now, they say in combating, now we're going to get into demonology here. Now, they say the theory behind combating demons, and a lot of the priests use this. You see it in the movie The Exorcist and all these different exorcism movies. The priest always commands the demon to reveal himself. What is his name? He always, pretty much, if you get the demon's name is his power over him. Like, you would not ever catch me saying any of these names in this book out loud. It warns you in the book as well not to say it.
Yeah, it warns you in the book, do not say these names out loud, because not only if you learn the demon's name, not only will it grant you power over him to bring him out of a possessed victim, but just saying his name could potentially summon him to you. It's like, let's have some fun.
All right, so we got some feedback right now. Bryce Thompson, dude, we got to get you out in the field. I know, Tyler, I seen you sent me a message. I'm going to try to get back to you after the live stream. Bryce, we've been trying to get you out there in the field with us for a while now. Last time, we just had some bad luck. We couldn't do it. The Rougarou, that's actually an episode that we were planning on doing, is to go hunt for the Rougarou. You staying out there in Lafayette or something? Because I know it's in Cajun country or Acadiana. So, dude.
Somewhere out there is like, we need to get more. Is like, Bryce, whatever you can tell us, feel free. Just fill us in on it.
Also,
and,
Jessica Strickland, she says, we can't be completely sure what the behemoth was, but God described this grass-eating creation as gigantic, incredibly strong, and having a tree-like tail. Sounds like a dinosaur to me.
And the funny thing, too.
Again, we can't be sure.
I like how she brought this up, and she referenced the Bible with this. I came across a video once, and I was in the military for a little bit. I ended up getting hurt. That's why I actually plan on re-enlisting. For next year, I'm supposed to be going back in. Anyway, I came across this video on YouTube not too long ago about these soldiers that were in Afghanistan, and they were fighting the Taliban, and then they came across this giant creature.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, they were coming across this giant creature, and what they were describing was a biblical creature, or in biblical times was known as a Nephilim.
Well, it maybe not be Nephilim, but something that was easily maybe the size of Goliath.
And yeah, Goliath. Yeah, exactly.
It's like, because they have all these local legends of giants walking about.
But the Nephilim,
eating people.
You guys, it's so hard. How do you spell Nephilim? I'd have to look it up. Look up
they're
Nephillim or EM. It's one of those.
There's several different spellings for it. There's special.
But the Nephilim were giants. They were giants in the biblical times. I guess you call them cryptids, humanoids. Today you'd call them humanoids.
Just look up Afghanistan giants or Iraqi giants. Look up on YouTube and you'll find them. But there have been several reports of soldiers coming in contact with giants that are actually attacking these soldiers, not just with clubs, but with swords and with shields and spears. And they it was like kick-ass. But
Halloween.
But there's actually an account of one soldier being pierced through his body armor with a spear. You got to think that had to be a pretty strong mofo, just to take a spear and all the way through a soldier's body armor. It's like, that's got to be inhuman.
So we got some responses. Jess says she'll look it up. She loves this topic. We're glad. This is why we do this. For people like you who enjoy mystery and excuse me, who enjoy mystery and searching for the unknown. And Bryce, all right, I see where you at, bro.
Down in Homa. Oh, there's actually a location in Homa we're thinking about going to. So yeah, we can meet up with you.
What is it called? The Homa Haunted House or something?
The Homa Palace, Homa Sugar Palace or something.
Bryce, do you know what we're talking about? Help us out here.
But dude, that's actually season 2. I think we're gonna start doing cryptozoology.
Yeah, we're gonna try to. We're gonna try and do some cryptozoology. Whether or not we'll actually find anything is like, because I have this philosophy when it comes to cryptozoology. Proving the paranormal exists is mountains easier than proving the existence of cryptids. It's mountains easier because you'll find ghosts a lot more easier than you'll find cryptids.
The reason he says that, too, is sometimes ghosts are willing to communicate. They're trying to get themselves known to you. They come to you sometimes. A cryptid, like Bigfoot, as a matter of fact, let me get this theory, too. A lot of people are skeptical on Bigfoot, and one of their explanations behind that is, well, if Bigfoot exists, why haven't we found a Bigfoot, carcass or whatever? Let me explain. How many times do you go walk around in the woods? If you do, a lot of y'all, I know I'm friends with, go hunting. And how many times do you just come across a carcass of a dead deer? Not a whole lot. If you do, it's already rotten. So looking at it from that aspect, if it's not often they go walk around Redwood Forest in California.
Either it's rotten or it's a fresh kill.
You know what I'm saying? So, when they investigate it, these people aren't looking for Bigfoot. That's why they haven't seen.
Tyler Wiley, peace out, brother.
But that's why you haven't really seen a Bigfoot carcass, is because it does not take but a few days to a week to fully rot a corpse.
Christian Guevara, what's up, brother?
Oh, that's my dude. What's happening, bro? Hey, I'm going back to Benning, bro. I'm already set, bro. Going back to Benning.
Bryce, we appreciate any help that you can do. But you were saying about
Yeah, quit cutting me off like that, man.
No, I'm
I lose my track of thought.
I'm trying to get back to the people.
But yeah, so that's pretty much why. Let's see, what's some other theories?
But yeah, it's like the thing about Bigfoot is that it's known as an ape man. He's known as an ape man, and the big reason why gorillas were believed not to exist up until the late 1800s.
No, the gorilla was actually found in the 1800s. Yeah.
Yeah, the late 1800s or the mid 1800s.
No,
somewhere around there.
early 1900s, I believe.
Early 1900s. Well, it's like the gorilla was believed to be a myth before it was actually discovered.
Because there was just reported sightings of a creature like that walking around.
They're just reported sightings, and they couldn't find any carcasses. Well, the thing is, we as humans, we are primates just like they are, and
Wait, what are you talking about?
We bury our. I'm talking about Bigfoot. Why we haven't found a carcass of Bigfoot?
No, what were you referring to? That
I'm just stick with me. But gorillas, we've actually seen primates like chimpanzees and gorillas and all of them actually hold something like a funeral for their dead, just like we do. We have funerals and they have something like that where they mourn. We've actually witnessed these animals cry for their dead. Even elephants have elephant graveyards. But
yeah, that's true too. I have heard.
Even elephants have elephant graveyards. So who's to say that that Bigfoot, or shall we say Big Feet? Yeah, I don't know. Who's to say that they don't have a certain kind of funeral as well, where they carry off the carcass, and that's why we haven't found one.
Anyway, as he was saying, what was discovered in the early 1900s was actually the panda bear, the giant panda, in China. The giant panda was just a myth. It was a creature that was seen in the woods every now and then, until somebody actually was able to document this and study these creatures. We found the giant panda. So,
but it was the same thing with gorillas as well.
Yeah. So everything listed under cryptozoology is a cryptid until it is proven. Until it is proven a fact. So, for example, let's say the dodo. The dodo is an extinct bird. No, actually, the thylacine. Some of y'all, I've never heard this word before. The thylacine is what you would call the Tasmanian tiger or the Tasmanian tiger. This thing went extinct in about. This thing, it's actually a canine. It went extinct in the 1920s, I believe. But
it went extinct.
Yeah, but there have been people that have been, have seen sightings of the Tasmanian tiger in New Zealand. So who's to say that this thing is not, back? Might have not been extinct after all.
It may not have been. It might have just been in hiding.
So at that point, when a creature becomes extinct and people are having sightings of it, it's no longer, it's still there. It becomes a cryptid until we can verify 100% that this creature still exists and still lives. Our goal one day is to go out there and look for Bigfoot. Hell, I would love to, and I know this guy would love to, go to Ireland.
Well, maybe
go to Ireland and investigate the Loch Ness Monster.
The Loch Ness Monster's in Scotland, you dope.
Scotland, but you know what? Yeah, he's right. Damn. I feel so stupid. But what is in Ireland is the Hellfire Caves. And that is a whole other level right there.
Yeah, the Hellfire Caves, yes. But also, it's like something I would like to investigate is something called the Will o' the Wisps, where they seem like they're glowing blue orbs that you can actually see with your own eyes. See, Bryce, let's see.
Yeah, Bryce, hey, if you got the same number, hopefully you do. I still got your contact info. I know it's so hard being far away, bro. I miss you, dude. We're definitely gonna hit you up about that because we're gonna come out to Homa. I know you can't really investigate with us all the time because you're so far, but we'd like to have you on the show and be a guest investigator. So you still got the same number? Lit, bro. We're gonna make things happen, man.
Hit us up, man.
I know Tyler, like I said, I seen that if you're still here, I think he rolled out. I still got he hit me up with a DM, so I'm definitely gonna check that out. Any of y'all that are watching would like to come out there and investigate with us and try to get a feel for the paranormal, even if you're a skeptic. We like to show you yeah, there are things that go out there bumping at night.
Yep, you still got the same number, yeah. But it is getting kind of late because this paranormal investigator has work at 5 o'clock in the morning, so he's got to roll out. We're gonna have to wrap this up, unfortunately, unless you want to continue on.
That's what I'm thinking. I might, I don't know.
You want to continue on?
I actually, it would be kind of cool if I kept this thing going all night, Halloween night. I love Halloween.
It could be kind of cool, yeah. I mean,
but some of y'all got work tomorrow.
Yeah, Halloween ends at 11:59.
Let me see how far the episode is.
It said 35 minutes 20 minutes ago. Yeah, it's almost up to 2 gigabytes out of 3.5. But
before we actually go, let me check and see. Like I said, we're really trying to promise this episode. It wouldn't be right if it uploaded on the first. I really want this episode.
It really wouldn't be right. It really wouldn't be right because I mean it's a Halloween episode and it airs on All Saints Day. That'd be terrible. It really would. It'd be absolutely terrible. But anyway, yeah, this ghost hunter has got to roll. But it was nice talking with y'all. It was awesome to see y'all.
Yeah, I'm gonna go too because you gotta pack up and stuff.
Yeah,
but
it is also really awesome to see y'all. Let's get the screen back up so I can.
I'm thinking, dude. After today, we should probably just go on and do some more live streams because once we get our fan base bigger, because we're a small community. We only have
we don't. It doesn't even have to be just us.
We only have 157 likes on Facebook. That's not a lot.
It's not
some
really
people
a lot.
maybe a lot, but we have bigger
but we
goals.
do. Actually, last I saw it was like a 444 actually.
On Facebook likes. You talking about page likes?
It's
post reach.
Post reach. Never mind. It is actually climbed up to 448, but So, but anyway, we got to roll, and we appreciate you guys
who did join in for us with Halloween.
Who joined in. It's like the one remaining person who's watching with us. We thank you for being there. It's like, oh, Mason Spillman. Oh, shoot. What's up, Mason? He's like, you came in at the wrong time, buddy. Oh, crap. He just left. All right.
Y'all.
All right,
Thanks
y'all.
for watching.
Thanks for watching. Peace out. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.